This is Jimi Hendrick, and this is episode 29 to your mental health on strenuous living. The Strenuous Life Radio, rather. Excuse me, we're going off the beaten path of the formula here. But we got an audience waiting for us. Thank you. Thank you. Today I'm going to talk about a subject that I have grown passionate about. And it is about the subject of mental health and mental illness. When I was 13, back in 1983, I started sensing that something wasn't right with me. I kind of noticed ever since I was a small child, but by the time I was 12, 13, it became more obvious. I thought it was depression. For years I thought it was depression. Thought it was something that could be beat on my own. Didn't want to go see a psychiatrist because of all, the crazy misconceptions going around. But anyway, it goes like this, okay? It goes like this. Finally, in 1997, I realized I can't take it no more. I can't take it no more, so I go to a specialist who deals with my birth defects at the time, who was also my primary care doctor up at St. Mary's. It used to be St. Mary's Medical Center in Lubbock, Texas. Now it's Covenant Lakeside. Anyway, he referred me to, at first, a psychologist. He worked together with a psychologist to get me on some medication, and then a psychiatrist. And I tell you what, the tangling web we weave and the twists and turns dealing with mental illness. First of all, I want to debunk one misconception that they have about mental illness. That if you're mentally ill, you get locked up. That's not necessarily true, okay? That was something that Hollywood was spreading around possibly the 60s, 70s, and I know for sure the 80s. That you were locked up, you were placed in this room by yourself, and they didn't allow you to come out. I've been in a psych hospital, and it's not like that at all. You're encouraged to go out and mingle and socialize. Have what's known as a day room. It all depends on the environment of the psych hospital. Another misconception is that if you're mentally ill, it means you have a character flaw. Well, can't you just snap out of it? I mean, don't that sound kind of crazy to you? I can count the numbers that I've been told to snap out of it. I think on my fingers and my toes. Well, you just need to snap out of it. Or you just need to grow up and get over it. But if you've got a chemical imbalance, those words don't help. It's like throwing gasoline on a fire. I mean, how crazy is that? So that's why I'm here. I talk about the strenuous life, I talk about entrepreneurship and doing more and being more. But let's not forget about some of the people that embody the strenuous life. They have their weaknesses too. You look at Theodore Roosevelt. Theodore Roosevelt had bipolar disorder. He had this manic energy. But I also think he had a broken heart. Believe it or not. He was a young man when his boyhood sweetheart parted ways with him on not so good terms. Of course, he ended up marrying her at some point, and then he marries his college girl, his dream. But then she dies, and he's left with a daughter. His mother and his wife dies in the same day, and he's so crushed. And so he goes to the Badlands of North Dakota for 2 years to talk about this. And then he gets through what he's got to do. He comes back and he marries his boyhood sweetheart. Now, I hope you enjoy listening to the Strenuous Life Radio. If you like what you hear, please subscribe, become a part of the Strenuous Life community. This is Jimi Hendrix saying, until next time, do well and live the strenuous life. God bless.